every argument. There is it's a war crime. There is it's just a crime on top of other crimes. Then, of course, there's the side of the argument that Hegseth is promoting, which is they did it. I still like these guys, but they did it. I mean,
I support them for doing what they did.
I support.
So in this clip, we're going to watch the majority report. Emma Vigeland, Sam Seder dismantle Megyn Kelly for this bloodthirsty type of behavior that Megyn Kelly is exhibiting. And a lot of people in MAGA, it's like, I don't know, I feel like I live in a twilight zone because MAGA asked for anti-war, MAGA got a Department of War, and MAGA said, this is what I voted for. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that was not on the list. You know what I mean? Because I was involved, you know what I'm saying, before things went south. I was involved before I decided, like, hey, this looks a little different, and I think that things won't go the way I wanted, so I'm going to pull out, I remember that anti-war was a discussion before, but now suddenly it's like, based, we're bombing fishermen. I don't know. So I don't want to go too far. It's going to be Emma Vigeland and Sam Seder eviscerating Megyn Kelly for her bloodthirsty behavior. We're going to skip right over to the clip of Megyn Kelly being bloodthirsty. Megyn Kelly's like the worst person. Like, she's like, all right, sorry, I'm going too far again. I'll keep my comments for the end. Let's go ahead and watch.
Of not only want to see them killed in the water, whether they're on the boat or in the water, but I'd really like to see them suffer. I would like Trump and Hegseth to make it last a long time so that they lose a limb and bleed out a little. Like, I'm really having a difficult time ginning up sympathy for these guys who,
look at Mark
10
Halpern's
seconds earlier,
what am I
got
doing
taken
here?
out by
How
the
far
initial
I've
bomb,
fallen.
but because they managed to get ejected, a little too soon, had to be taken out in the water. I realize legally it may make a difference, but truly, Mark, this is a tough case to really gin up the sympathies of the American people.
Yeah. This is disgusting. I'm sorry, guys, I had to cut it off early. Like, I did not know. I'm going to have to cover this on my geopolitical channel because I am going to go back to that. But this is insanity. I mean, complete insanity. Like, is Megyn Kelly for real right now? Like, are you serious? We do not have the evidence to show us that this is the people that we're getting. That's not how it's supposed to be. This is crazy. We've become a nation of being shocked about war crimes to literally having pom-poms for them.
No. Well, first off, you should know that the issue isn't about sympathies. It's just about law.
Yeah, right.
It's just about law. But I don't know, like what the value to her to be so bloodthirsty. But she's just covering for her buddy Pete Hegseth.
Yep.
That's basically it.
Yeah. I mean, also trying to make waves and say something inflammatory. She knows how the media ecosystem works on the right.
It's pretty impressive. And what is Halpern doing these days?
I was just thinking, did he get Me Too or something?
Oh, yeah, I think he did. There was something to that effect.
Yeah.
Classic.
And imagine having to sit there now, and he's a real news person who has to sit there as she's going like, we should make all of these people, incidentally, we don't know who they are.
Right.
I mean, never mind the fact that, like, okay, she wants to torture. I mean, that's what she wants to make them all suffer if they're drug dealers.
We should have really locked some torture people.
We don't have any idea who these people are. There's been no proof given whatsoever. And even then, there's been no authorization to do any of this. It's crazy.
Rule crimes.
Wasn't it like 2 weeks ago where she was talking about like 16-year-old girls or fair game or something?
No, they were, what did she call them?
They're not,
There's a
it's not
difference.
pedophilia.
She called them barely legal when they're in fact
Barely illegal.
completely illegal.
What a
She's
pick
just a
me.
shock job.
She's a scoundrel.
Yeah.
Like, she
Yeah.
is a literal scoundrel.
But remember when she was rehabilitated by the Today Show or whatever, and then
Because Trump did misogyny to her.
No, it was her boss, Roger Ailes, that was actually harassed
that's
her.
right.
But she's not a supporter of other women. That's not like it taught her a lesson. That's a lesson that we could all, I think, take away from some of this stuff is that sometimes suffering and hard times don't actually make you a better person. You might just be an asshole.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump seems to have had an episode last night. Now, look, I'm sure we've all been there. Maybe that one time that you took some Ambien and, forgot to go to sleep and stayed up and did weird stuff. Or maybe when you were in a panic about something. There are times where, I think all of us here have, maybe we've been on Twitter too much. Maybe we posted too much one time because there's a certain amount of anxiety or we're depressed about something or whatever it is. Last night,
it's funny picturing him having anxiety.
Donald Trump.
Am I good enough?
Over the course of 2 hours, are we at the top of this? Okay. Over the course of 2 hours, posted on Truth Social hundreds of times.
Do you think he took the Adderall and then forgot he took it and then took another?
I honestly, I don't know. This is doubled up.
Is that Deborah Messing who did all the Instagram stories? He's going messing mode here.
He is, yes. Yes.
It doesn't even seem like there's a theme to this other than...
He does seem to post everything twice, I'm noticing, or quite a few.
Yeah.
He must have had bad service.
All right, before we go into Donald Trump and his constant posting or whatever, I feel like they did not do a good enough job on, decimating Megyn Kelly, because I'm sorry, if anybody's listening to Megyn Kelly for anything of substance, you're not going to get it with Megyn Kelly. You're certainly not. Megyn Kelly was out of pocket, trying to make it seem like it's okay. We don't have any sympathy for these people because, why? Because they're pushing weight? If they were even pushing weight, this notion too, by the way, Americans, I'm sorry, we really need to stop this. Well, they're bringing drugs in to kill us. It's a weapon. Don't do the drugs. How about that? Don't do the drugs. And how about we have actual rehab centers that actually rehab the people instead of telling them that they're in a 12-step process and that they're going to be, doing 12-step rehabilitation, and they're always going to be a drug addict. Please believe me, I've worked at these places and they're not rehabbing anything. Okay, it's like a money. What it is a cash flow system. It definitely is a recession-proof system. I'm not saying all of them are really bad, but too many of them are, right? And I thought we sealed the border. If we control our borders, nothing could get in. So what's going on?
For help, but you understand, there's certainly people whose job it is to monitor what he's tweeting out. But the problem is that nobody wants to go in and be the one to say, hey, boss.
Yeah.
Maybe stop posting, because that person is
it should
done.
Be Susie Wiles, right? But that's basically her whole job, is navigating Trump's moods and not pissing him off, but trying to rein him in a little bit. But
she can also be sleeping at 1 in the morning when somebody goes
called an au pair.
Yeah.
It's actually funny that Trump has an au pair. What's even more funny is that people think that Trump actually runs his own social media. Do you really think that Trump runs his own social media? Do you know that I had a job running somebody's Twitter before? You think that the president of the United States is running his own social media like he used to do? There was a time where I think that he used to do that, but it wasn't like this. When you look at his posts, the fact that he knew, and this is not an excuse too, by the way, because it's already approved that whatever's going to go out goes out, right? But when I saw Trump use the word hijab, I was like, Trump is not posting. He does not. I'm not saying he's dumb. I don't make those kind of arguments. I just think that's stupid to say, he's too stupid to know. I don't do that, because it's that's not an argument to call somebody dumb. But he's not going to know the word hijab. You know what I mean? I was like, hijab? Where did that come from? Trump? That's odd. So, but I'm still on the Megyn Kelly thing. Megyn Kelly thinks it's hip and base to say certain things like that. Let's make them torture. And then this person's going to tell me about Christian values, right? Tell me about Hamas and stuff like that. Get out of here, Megyn Kelly, please. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.